Are you sick and tired of not getting it up? Blown launches are embarrassing and can lead to a decrease in self-confidence and a lack of flight time. But I'm here to offer a solution. Introducing the Spider 3. With its lightweight fabric, it is guaranteed to get you up and fully inflated with ease. Performance hesitation and anxiety on launch will be a thing of the past.
Wow, you got it up so fast.
Okay, now on to the serious review of the Spider 3. The Ozone Spider 3. The Spider 3 may be the best all-around wing available today. It has enough passive safety to challenge the new beginner while providing a respectable top speed and impressive handling to keep even the most advanced pilots amused. In this video, I want to give you a thorough look at the Spider 3 to help you decide if this is the right glider for you. What is the Spider 3? In Ozone's lineup, the Spider 3 is the next step up from their most beginner-friendly wing, the Mojo Power 2. I recently did a full review on the Mojo, so be sure to check that video out as I will be comparing the Spider 3 to the Mojo a lot in this video. When we look at Ozone's lineup, we will see that the Spider 3 actually has a twin called the Roadster 3. The Spider is essentially the lightweight version of the Roadster, so most everything mentioned in this video can be applied to the Roadster as well. Later in this video, we will discuss the lightweight fabric and how it affects the performance of the Spider. While the Spider 3 is not officially rated, it falls within the B category of wings. This means that it offers greater performance than the Mojo while sacrificing a little bit of passive safety. The handling, efficiency, speed range, and flare are all better than the Mojo, however the Spider will not recover from collapses as easily as the Mojo. Who is the Spider 3 for? As I mentioned, the Spider 3 is a very versatile glider. While it is recommended that all of your first flights and training are done on an A-rated glider, like the Mojo, if you are a student that has excelled in training and you are nailing all of your launches and landings, you are most likely ready to transition to a Spider 3 right after training. This means that the Spider 3 is the very first wing that many pilots will own. For some pilots that are ambitious and want to progress into aerobatics, the Spider 3 is a stepping stone to more advanced gliders. For other pilots that are happy with more mellow flying and just sightseeing, the Spider 3 offers enough performance that it may just be their forever glider. Price, colors, and options. The Spider 3 is $4,100, while the Roadster 3 is $3,900, as the lightweight fabric adds to the cost. The Spider 3 comes in a variety of different stock colors, many of which are kept in stock here in the US and can be shipped out to your door immediately. For $250 extra, you can do custom colors, which at the time of recording this video adds a 44-day production time. If you are interested in this glider, please check out my website, first link in the description, tuckergott.com. You can purchase the glider here, and if you have any questions on sizing or if this glider is right for you, please email me at info@tuckergott.com. Risers, lines, and cells. As opposed to a Mojo, the Spider 3 risers are a little bit more advanced. It uses a 4-line system which includes A's, B's, C's, and D's. You have the classic Ozone magnetic brake toggles, a significantly longer trim range, speed bar, and the addition of tip steering. Tip steering is a really nice feature to have. It is essentially a separate brake line that only attaches to the tip of the trailing edge. Pulling this line requires very little effort but produces very big results when it comes to maneuvering. From the factory, the tip steering comes on a separate toggle, however, it can be later tied into the main brake toggle to create something known as 2D steering. This basically feels like adding power steering to your glider. The maneuvering will become much more dynamic and effortless. The lines on the Spider 3 are fully sheathed, which reduces tangles, and they are color-coded. This glider has a total of 48 cells, giving it a higher aspect ratio when compared to the Mojo. The cell openings feature rods that shape the intakes into a shark nose profile. This is a technology that increases the internal pressure at all angles of attack. The glider also uses reflex technology, which is an airfoil profile used in many modern paramotor gliders. Reflex gliders typically fly faster than classic gliders and are harder to collapse, but take longer to recover from collapses. The increased aspect ratio, shark nose technology, and reflex profile are the biggest performance enhancers that set the Spider 3 ahead of the Mojo Power 2. Inflation and launch. When it comes to inflation, this is where the Spider 3 shines. Ozone uses a different fabric on both the top and bottom skin to reduce the weight of this glider. A 22-meter Spider 3 weighs 4.19 kilograms, while a 22-meter Roadster 3 weighs 5.01 kilograms. This is a noticeable 0.82 kilogram difference between the two gliders. This reduction in weight makes the inflations feel like cheating, specifically when there is zero or very little wind. For new pilots, this can be a game changer. The wing pops up over your head and waits for you, even with very little forward speed. It gives you the opportunity to correct imperfect launches that may not be recoverable on a normal weight glider. As opposed to the Mojo, the Spider's increased performance means that it will pitch a little bit more on launch. This means that the student pilot needs to have the skills available to control the glider's pitch throughout the launch. This is kind of like removing training wheels when compared to the Mojo. In-flight handling. For reference, I am flying the 20-meter Spider 3 right at the top of its weight range, and I've been very impressed with the handling. The glider is predictable, it responds well to weight shift, and gains energy very well. Wingovers are a pleasure and slalom turns are a ton of fun. As I mentioned previously, you can tie in the tip steering to create 2D steering, however, I've not yet felt the need to do this on my personal glider. The trims on the Spider 3 are significantly longer than the Mojo. If you're used to the speed range of the Mojo, you will immediately find that the Spider opens up more potential for cross-country flights. The trims feature a neutral line, which is where most of your flying will occur at. With the trims fully released, you can still use full brake deflection. However, if you add any more speed with the speed bar, you must only use the tip steering. Safety and collapses. The Spider 3 does very well in turbulence. The reflex profile keeps the wing pressurized while still retaining a decent level of passive safety as a B-rated glider. While I feel very confident flying this glider in rough conditions, I wouldn't go out and purposefully pull collapses over hard ground like I would do on the Mojo. This would be better suited for an SIV environment over water for safety. However, if it was a turbulent day, I would feel much safer flying something like the Spider 3 over the glider I fly every day, which is the Freeride, as it has much more passive safety. Landing. Swoop landings are very impressive at this wing loading. The glider gains and retains energy very well even with the trim set to neutral. The flare is powerful on the Spider, significantly better than the Mojo. If you are transitioning from a Mojo, I would be aware of this so that you don't overflare and pop back up. Much like a lot of Ozone wings, the flare doesn't suddenly give out towards the end. The flare stays strong and allows you to land smoothly every time. Trike use. The Spider 3 can be used on a trike as well, as long as you stay within the weight range. Unfortunately, my trike would greatly exceed the weight range on my Spider, so I have not tested it. Advanced skills. As I mentioned, the Spider 3 has enough performance that it will be some pilot's forever glider. Especially with the 2D steering, you can achieve big wingovers, barrel rolls, slalom turns, and swoop landings. It is efficient enough to keep up on most cross countries and has a wide speed range when using both the trims and speed bar. This is what makes the Spider 3 so versatile. Free flight use. The Spider 3 can be used in a free flight environment. It is recommended that you pull the trims all the way into the slow position to achieve the best safety and minimum sink rate. If you intend to fly this wing without a motor, be sure to aim for the PG weight range. Cons. The only real con I can think of for this glider is the sacrifice you make in using the lightweight fabric. While the fabric makes the inflation super easy, you do sacrifice a little bit of durability. In my opinion, if you're a pilot that takes good care of your wing and flies off of forgiving terrain like grass, this will not be an issue. If you're a pilot that launches from asphalt or desert often, then I would recommend choosing the Roadster 3 instead. Additionally, if you're a pilot that flies from the beach most often, where the winds are typically high, I would also recommend choosing the Roadster 3 as the benefits of the lightweight fabric become irrelevant in higher winds. Conclusion. The Spider 3 is a very well-rounded, versatile wing. Its lightweight fabric sets it apart from the rest and makes inflations a breeze. If you're interested in a Spider 3 or its heavier twin, the Roadster 3, please visit tuckergott.com or email me at info@tuckergott.com for more details. I hope you enjoyed. Until the next one, fly safe, have fun, peace.